back to S.WigginsTV. I'm your host, Worldwide Wiggins. And I'm back with a reputable hood from Long Beach, man. Please, man, appreciate this right here. This is as rare as it gets, man. You ain't gonna find us on no other channels, you know what I'm saying? Certain hoods I'm doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate this brother right here, man. You're gonna get some hood history, man, out there in the north side of Long Beach, man. A reputable hood, man. Please welcome Big Wacc from Mac Mafia, Long Beach Crips. How you feeling, homie?
I'm feeling real good. Blessed to be with you today, homie.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate your time and everything, man. Big Wacc, we gonna get into y'all, how you grew up and all that, but let's come to history of the hood first, man. It's very rare, man, to get this right here, man. Tell us how the Mac Mafia Crip was formed, man.
We was formed from brotherhood, just hanging out amongst each other. We was some young niggas, hard-headed. Started off claiming TMCs, dancing different parties, going from spot to spot, in school, sticking together, hanging at the parties. Went from TMC to TMCM to Mac Mafia. After Mac Mafia, we stepped our thing up to Mac Mafia Crip. And once we pushed it that limit, it wasn't no turning back with it.
For sure. All right, I dig it. All right. Please break it down for us, man. Who is all the official members in the alliance known as the Uptown Mafia?
Uptown Mafia, you got Boulevard Mafia, you got Mac Mafia. Other than that, ain't no other mafia standing on the north but us too. You know what I mean? They cover one end, we cover the other end. But other than that, just for my turf that's still standing from day one, you got Big Wacc such as me. You got my homie Big G, my homie Big MD, my homie Big Mom, my homie Keybo, homie Monster. You know what I mean? I could go on, but right there, the homie Tunes. Other than that, ain't nothing standing stronger than that. Because when it started, these are the ones that started at the beginning of that time that's still here today.
Oh, but hold on. I respect what you just said, man, but I was under the impression that Brick Boys was also part of it, and they sport yellow. No?
It's more of a North thing on a blue and yellow thing, but Brick Boys don't really have an actual logo to wear as far as a blue and yellow thing. Blue and yellow thing formed with us with Michigan Wolverines, the capital M. And then you got the Boulevard Mafia. They don't wear blue and gold. They wear powder blue and black. Because they got the bully boys and all that, 69th Street, 68th Street. You know what I mean? The bully gang. So they don't wear blue and gold, but the Four Corners wear blue and gold because they wear the Maverick hat. You know what I mean? With the blue and gold glove. That's the same way with the old hoods. They wear blue and gold, but what do they got that's blue and gold? You know what I mean? So they catch a lot of wrath for us because they in blue and gold. Everybody thinking they from Mac Mafia. They not from Mac Mafia just because they got on blue and gold.
Oh.
That's somehow it's a North thing. Blue and gold is like a North thing.
All right. For sure, man.
But if you want to get into because you're talking about the Mafia thing, you know what I mean? When you get to the Uptown Mafia, I was in the feds back in the day. So the homies formed a crew, and the crew was Boulevard Mac Mafia, Old Hood. You know what I mean? So they put them crews together, trying to keep the North together, trying to pull all the hoods from the North together. So that's where you get that Uptown Mafia come in on that end. So Uptown is Uptown, everything on the North.
For sure. All right. That's history right there. That's an exclusive, man.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Now, how did Big Wacc become affiliated with Mac Mafia?
I came affiliated when it came affiliated. I'm one of the homies that came from the beginning of it. I'm part of that first generation of my church. So like I say, we was together doing nothing, elementary up, and we just stuck together. We started off TMC, just running together, sneaking out the house, going to parties and shit like that, getting into it, fighting with motherfuckers from like 858. You had Booty Boys, all the little dance crews that was coming out back in like the early 90s and shit like that. Excuse my language. But other than that, we stepped our game up when we got the beefing with certain people, so we started claiming Mac Mafia. You know what I mean? So after we got into that, we got to get into more trouble. So as we got to going to YA and all that, I was one of the first ones here YA. So I'm here to YA going in. I'm the only one in there. So when I come out, I'm like, man, everybody hollering out Cuz. What the fuck we saying Cuz for? And we ain't Crips. This Mac Mafia Crip on mine. And it's been what it is since day from there. And that's what we've been pushing.
For sure. All right. For sure, man. All right, so where y'all located over there in Long Beach, North Side, you know, I'm guessing that's close to the 91 freeway, if my memory serves.
Well, 91, the 91 freeway run right through our hood. Because you got, when you get off the 91 freeway, you got Paramount, that's in the hood. You got Downey, that's in the hood. You take Downey all the way to Andy and South, that's the hood. You can take Paramount all the way to Downey, all that cover the hood. You can take that Paramount all the way back to like 68. You can take Downey, Paramount, or Downey all the way to 68, covering all that little north ground right there down there to where you get to Lakewood, Bixby Knolls, and to the train tracks going over to the other side of the north over off of Cherry.
All right, for sure. So, you know, I don't like asking these kind of questions, man, but, you know, somebody gonna get on me for not asking it, man. It's been, you know, these BS rumors, man, but y'all don't necessarily believe, saying, man, that there's supposedly a West Side Paru that over there in the North Side, Long Beach, man.
It's not even a Paru hood in Long Beach. Not a blood gang in Long Beach. Long Beach is the only fortunate city that's crippin'. The only one.
For sure. Right, for sure.
No blood. If you outside the
yeah. You can hear me, bro?
Now, if you want to get into the bloods that's in the harbor area, yeah, you got waterfront. You know what I mean? You got you got the waterfront Pirus and the Ghost Town Pains. That's over there in the harbor area from San Pedro. But other than that, Long Beach itself ain't got no blood here.
All right, you got it. You heard it here. All right. So, other than that, did y'all ever, like, you know, kind of go head to head with, like, you know, the Compton Pirus? Like, what's that over there? You got Hollywood, Luders Park, you know.
We ain't never had no major funk with no Compton Pirus. We had run-ins with, like, Southside. We had run-ins with Atlantic Drive. No Kelly Parks, you know what I mean? We morally less staged to ourselves. We don't try to hang in nobody here, and we appreciate niggas don't try to hang in ours.
All right, for sure. Oh, you know what?
So we can't tell a nigga where they can live. We can't tell a person where they can and can't live. Just respect your boundaries like respect ours. That's all we ask.
All right, I could dig it, man. Now, do you guys, you know, share any, you know, a lot, you know, like knowledge or kind of, you know, anything with like maybe the 20s on the east side, since they not part of the gangster car, or anything like that?
We don't really have no issues with 20s. We have issues with Insane. You know, we've been having a beef with Insane since 2000. We've been with them since 2000. And it's just on and off with us. It's always been on and off since 2000. Before then, we was okay. Everything was cordial, football games, picnics, and everything else. But since 2000, it's been whatever. It is what it is. Let's get it. But 20s, they just always just been cordial. They've been cool. We've been cool.
If you don't mind, can you expound on more on, you know, without going into specifics, like how, you know, you guys ended up falling out?
Our fallout with Insane.
Yeah, with the Insane.
It was over a murder.
Oh, okay.
It was over a murder. You know what I mean? You hit one, we hit one. That's just basically how the ball bounced on that end.
Right.
But to us, on our end, it was more personal, more hatred, you know, on a jealousy level. that got somebody's life took on one end when it didn't have to go that way. Because we actually used to fuck with each other up until the point where a lot of motherfuckers went to jail, and we feel like you thought you was going to come in the hood because there was a lot of little niggas over here. Y'all going to press a line. And maybe you wasn't going to press that line that way. We wasn't built that way. Small or not, we not built to be pressed.
For sure. All right. Well, I can respect it, man. So does the Mac Mafia, maybe, have a hood park like maybe share Ramona Park or Davenport Park or any parks in there?
We have Ramona Park. We have Ramona Park right there, 65th and Obispo. Been our park from day one. That's the park we all grew up in and played football, flag football, baseball, basketball, everything. We did there from getting free lunches in the summer and everything.
But
shooting Karens and yeah.
But you know what?
Don't get it misconstrued because we heard that the
two ends.
What you call them, the two end young niggas. They trying to claim it. They need to back up and stay in their little lane. That's not the lane they really want to play in.
Ouch.
That's not it. That's not it. When they actually in their hearts, they know they supposed to be what they is. They really supposed to be Mac Mafia for real. They know what it is. They know. Speak on it if they want to. They know what they really supposed to be. Mac Mafia. They're supposed to be our little homies.
Oh, really?
They know what's happening. Yes, sir.
So y'all was actually one at one point.
Yeah. We wasn't one. We was really trying to fuck with them because they came out on some like crew shit too. But they was fucking with us. You know what I mean? So an incident happened. You know what I mean? A little fallout. And I guess they went their own separate ways. So when they went their own separate ways, their separate ways was a beef with us. Bring it if you can stand it.
Wow, I had no idea, man. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. They ain't nothing but across South Street. There's some apartments over there. They ain't, yeah.
All right. You know what, Big Wacc, man, I got a funny question, man. I always ask people stuff like this, man. You see how
Feel free.
Mac Mafia, now that you mentioned the area that y'all at, you guys basically y'all where you guys is located, the Walmart is technically in y'all hood. So is it any like, because everybody got to get food. Is it any like, hey, y'all can't come to this Walmart or anything like that? It's a strange question, but I just figure I'll ask.
I mean, when you gonna run into who you run into, whether it's Walmart, the Lamo swap meet, or you know what I mean, it don't matter. It is what it is. Like I say, I can't tell a person where they can and can't go. But when you go where you go, if it is what it is, it's always gonna be what it's gonna be.
Right. All right.
You know what I mean? If you run into one, you might run into a passive homie that'll give you that pass. You might run into one that ain't with the passing. So vice versa. I might run into one of your peoples and they not with the passing game, so I might have to go and do what I got to do. That's part of me respecting where I'm at. So if I got to respect where I'm at, I got to bring where I'm at. You bring it to me, I'm going to bring it to you. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. If I'm coming over here, I know I'm out of bounds. My thing is to do what I got to do and get the fuck out. And that's bottom line. Excuse my French. But I'm trying to get up out of there and do what I got to do. But if you come over here being disrespectful, want to be noticed and seen, you can be noticed and seen. For
sure, man. All right. I'm not sure if you caught my my 706 Bellflower episode, man, but in that episode I was referring, to the Latino gangs that was kind of beefing with the blacks, called the CF, Colonia Flores, 13. And in that area, I assume they got maybe Longos nearby and Brown Nation and, other stuff like that. Like, is there any color lines? Are you cordial with some of them? Or is it kind of like, hey, it's black versus brown?
I mean, we beef with Brown Nation. You know what I mean? I remember when they came out, like I said, we went to school with the dudes that started them. You know what I mean? So, And I still go by the nigga house whether we beef or not. If I go to the hood right now, because he live in my hood, I can go over there right now. Me and him stand outside, smoke a blunt and all that. Cordial as hell. You know what I mean? But that's because we come from elementary up. We went through what we went through as far as our beefing. He grown, I'm grown. You know what I mean? So the ones that don't know him outside of his history, yeah, it's an ongoing beef. Brown Nation is a beef. You got the East Side Paramounts, you got the North Side Longos, we beef with East Side Paramounts too. You know what I mean? But the other hoods you mentioned, we don't really have no funk with them like that. Even North Side Longos, we really don't even have an issue with them like that.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you what. They push NK, if you know what I'm saying.
They push Northside Killer on the simple fact.
Oh, no.
That they beat.
Wacc, not Northside. Negro Killer.
Which ones that don't? Which ones don't? Longos, period, push that. Longos itself, most of all the Spanish gangs push that. Why they pushing you? I don't know. It's just a little geographical thing that's within them that want to say Negro Killer. But when you get into that area, we all we got. That's all you got is the Mexican gangs and just Crips. Who else you finna beef with? Y'all taxing each other. Y'all can't really talk with each other like y'all want to. So y'all pick outside the box. Here we is. We finna fuck with the blacks.
All right.
So what you do? We the only hoods out there. So that's where you getting all that from. But Long Beach has its time where, we put all differences to the side. And it's just Long Beach on Long Beach. You got to saddle up. They want a trip, we can saddle up, put all our differences aside. We come together as one.
For sure.
Been there at meetings like that, yeah.
For sure. All right. Another hood, I don't like asking people about other hoods, but this one right here is very rare, man. What about Santa Fe Mafia Crips?
I've heard of Santa Fe Mafia. I've never met one personally, but I've heard of them. Just never met one personally. Never been in a hood or nothing like that, but I've heard of them, yeah.
All right. For sure, man. And, okay, so, do y'all...
And, you got to think, to really think about it, Santa Fe Mafia is kind of old. And I don't even, matter of fact, did Santa Fe Mafia turn into... I'm going to have to dig up into that, because if I'm not mistaken, Santa Fe Mafia, branched off into something else.
Right.
I ain't really, because like you say, I don't really like digging other people's hood. I try to mind my own business. We got our own business to mind. So I don't really get into who really, into what and nothing like that, because that keep more controversy to us within hoods. That's what keep most beats going, because y'all ain't somebody else's business.
For sure, man. I could dig it, man. So, speaking of passes that you mentioned earlier, man, Vice, we could do it we could do it one way and vice versa. Have you ever ran into somebody and gave them a pass like, hey, I know you from school, man. You know you ain't supposed to be here. Go on about your business.
I've got a pass. I've got a pass before. I've been drawn down and passed before. Yeah, back in the 90s. I don't had 2 passes. Well, actually, when you think about it, 3 of them. And each one of them, for some strange reason, they gone with the 20s. And I didn't understand why they tripping so hard. But, yeah, it's been to the point where I'm like, yeah, the Mac Mafia, homie. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you ain't for you. Because like I say, back then, we used to, function with the Insanes. So, nah, we don't see y'all function with, so what? I'm from Mac Mafia. I don't care about none of that. They he's from that, you know what I mean? So it always be one out of the bunch that'll really know who a person is. They're like, nah, that's Wacc, Mac Mafia, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, man, man. We function with them here and there, have football games and all that. And y'all don't came to some too. 20s Insanes and Mac Mafia don't have a football game together at Kings Park back in '98.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
It didn't end good, but we came out and we played.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things don't end good, but you know, not on our behalf, it was on the Insanes and Toys behalf, but you know, it is what it is. But we still are out there playing ball together as one. We tried it.
For sure. All right, last question, man. We kind of running out of time, man. Is there any rappers or, you know, kind of famous figures, you know, you want to shout out from your hood that's doing anything?
My homeboy Blue Smurf, he's from Andy Block. You know what I mean? He's from the hood. He rapping with his cousin. What's his name? They got that song Google Gang. You might not have heard too much on it.
Oh,